Welcome back to Zen Dating Coach. I'm your dating coach, Zenas. In our last episode, we looked at how to design the best date ever. And we talked about the 6 key concepts to cover the big picture. In today's episode, I'm going to talk about designing that date out. Where to go, why. Okay? So, the first key concept we want to talk about here when we're designing a date is something called time compression. Time compression. So like in a normal dating situation, you might say go out to dinner on one date, go on a picnic on another date, meet for drinks on a third date, right? But with time compression, what we're going to do is we're going to go to many different venues in one date. So imagine you met up for a picnic and then you went to mini golf and then you went for drinks afterwards. Now you're doing like 3 dates in one. You're creating that sense that you've known each other for longer, right? When we do many things in a rapid short-term succession, then this creates a sense of a longer period of time because normally it would take a longer period of time. And this is going to help us get closer to that person more quickly to make it a more fun and interesting date. So what we're pulling out of this concept is the fact that you're going to need to bounce from multiple different locations in a relatively short period of time, okay? So when we're thinking about planning out our date, we want to think about it happening in 3 phases, okay? 3 phases. Our phase 1 is slow and steady. This is where we're going to focus more on that getting to know you part, that building rapport part, a little bit of comfort so that she's starting to feel safer with you, so that when we go to phase 2, that's going to go a lot better. So this is what we would normally do, like we go to a dinner place, we go for drinks, or we meet for a coffee, okay? And you want to spend about 30 to 60 minutes doing this in phase 1. Don't spend more than 60 minutes. That's too long. Remember, one of the mistakes people make is they spend too much time in this comfort rapport building stage and end up in the friend zone. So no more than 60 minutes. You can sit across from the person, that's okay. But another key concept we want to look at here is Kino escalation. That's like touch. So we want to do some non-threatening touch, something normal, don't be a weirdo, but just like, oh really, that's cool, high five, So we get a little bit of skin on skin contact going. Some scientific research has showed that skin on skin touch builds a sense of trust. This is one reason why people shake hands. Okay, and then we go on to phase 2. Phase 2 is fast and fun, okay? This is the real meat of creating that exciting date. We want to go to multiple short venue bounces, and we want to do things that are a little bit more fun. So say you're at a restaurant, and then you want to go to a photo booth nearby, and then you want to go to one of those street fair things where you can like shoot a balloon with a gun, or throw darts at the balloons with a gun, or go to a claw machine, or go to one of those like toy vending machines and like choose different toys with each other. There are a lot of options here, and it really depends on where you live. But you want to think about doing multiple fun or exciting things in rapid succession, like no more than 10 minutes in each one, right? So you're going to do 3 or 4 or 5 of these. If you're in a smaller town, you could do something like sneak into a park at night, go down the slide, ride the spring animals if those still exist in your city. Try to think creative. What do you think, guys? In the city you live in, what are some things you can do that are fun and exciting and take only about 10 minutes to bounce multiple times? Give me your ideas in the comments below. In this phase 2, we want to think about the key concept, thrill bonding. Okay, so in her book, How to Make Anyone Fall in Love with You, the psychologist Lael Lowndes points out that when we are excited, when we're in a thrilling situation, our desire to pair bond grows. So not only is it going to be more fun, it's going to make you have the opportunity to grow closer faster. And it will also help you to create an opportunity for more proximity and closeness after your rapport building session So you'll be closer, more opportunity to do natural, casual touch. Don't be a creep, you know. You want to be careful when you're doing kino escalation. It's like on the outside of the upper arm, right? Maybe the lower back. But, you know, don't go into any erogenous zones quite yet, like the back of the neck or on the upper part of the leg. Don't do that yet, okay? But you want to try to involve touch so that, once again, that kiss at the end of the night isn't a surprise out of the blue, okay? So the key concept here, thrill bonding, kino escalation, and creating a fun and exciting date through time compression and rapid succession of exciting venues. Now, on to phase 3, slow and sexy, okay? So we've done our rapport building, our comfort building, she's comfortable. We've done our exciting and fun stuff. We've done some kino escalation. It's been thrilling, exciting. Now we're gonna slow down. We're gonna take her to our favorite super secret bar or super secret cafe or super secret night picnic area. But the key concepts here is you want an opportunity to be sitting next to her, next to each other. You want to have it somewhat dark. You know, so this is your opportunity to escalate sexually. And, you know, don't be that couple that people tell to go get a hotel room, but you want to bring it in close, right? We've done our work. We're on a date with someone. We should want to kiss them. And if they're on that date, they came out, there's attraction there. So if we've done everything correctly, this is okay. This is the right move. We're going to get in close. We're going to start touching a bit more, you know, read for signals. If she's not into it, back off, right? Like read the body language, be in the moment, pay attention to what's going on, okay? Don't be in your head. Pay attention to the person in front of you, right? And that's the idea. You want to find that place that is you know, a little bit calmer, a little bit darker, you know, a safe place. It's in public, so she knows, you know, it's not going to get out of hand. And you've earned that trust and that closeness. So this is a slow and sexy moment. So you want to plan out the third phase location for this aspect. You don't have to take the girl home each night, that night, the first date night, but it's okay if that's the direction it goes in. This third slow and sexy situation just helps us seal the deal on that, hey, we're kind of into each other thing, right? So we're not in the friend zone anymore, right? We want to stay out of that friend zone. And if we're going to stay out of the friend zone, we got to go man, woman, like that's it. There's asexual tension there, right? Okay. Key concept. Attraction is a range of emotions over time, okay? So even though we've divided this up into 3 phases for planning purposes, we want to be doing all of the things back and forth, off and on throughout the entire date, right? So we're still going to be flirty and do push-pull in the comfort rapport building stage. We're still going to, you know, show deep rapport when we get into the slow and sexy phase. You know, we're gonna mix it up. So I don't want you to think about it like, okay, do A, do B, do C. That's just not how real life works. That's not how dating works. That's not how a good date works. So we're going to mix it up, you know, back and forth, and be doing a little bit of all the things in every phase and focus on main ideas in the key phases, right? Because attraction is a range of emotions over time. And with that time compression and those range of emotions, you're really going to build that attraction up. So we want to design our date, have a plan for the kinds of venues and kinds of places and the exact places and venues that you're going to go to before you ever approach a girl, before you ever ask her out. You're going to have an idea. And when you're doing that first interaction, after you've approached her and you're talking to her, feel free to kind of gather some information on what kind of things she likes, so that, you know, when you offer, hey, let's go to my favorite Thai food restaurant, you've already gathered she likes Thai food or Asian food, right? And or you've gathered that she does it and you're going to go to a different venue. So use that first interaction to gather information, but have things planned out and multiple different things that you can go to depending on the person you're on a date with. Okay. I hope all of this information is helpful to you in thinking about how to plan out a date. And in the next video, we're going to talk about some more details on how to build rapport, and I will see you in that video.